All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today is Tuesday, 3rd of June, and basically already the summer is going pretty good that we are on the final line with the TGE event, and I just want to say that 30th of this month is going to be the last day when it's possible to participate. So of course, like don't wait too much because like big deposits right now is going to the TGE event, and like if like that what we provide is going to be collected faster, so it will be no option to join for the 30 of June. It's just like that. And of course, we see that market right now is recovering. It's also the really great stuff. So like trading is definitely that one which provide for the people, the great profit. Yeah. But of course, if you know how to do that. And we have Jake, yeah, like our trader who like did for us the great job in the trade tribe. Well, right now with the decentralized exchange is going to be even more awesome. And we have our co-founder Brian Rhodes, which also really good in trading right now. And he will going to show you guys some great results. I think that's the pretty awesome that we are going to the right direction. Yeah, like with the definitely the great company which lasts for the years, with company which created something big for the market and it's exactly provide a solution for the people. Yeah, because I've been blocked with some centralized exchange. I don't want to say the name of that, but guys, like they just blocked me because of the one transaction, like, and the transaction was clean. Yeah, like so no, like nothing weird about that. And that's like example that definitely need to go to the decentralized finances, to the DeFi, and that's what we have with the TMX. It's 100% decentralized. You don't need to KYC, you don't need to do that, you don't need to provide your documents, and everything gonna be really fast with the minimal fees. So I think that many people searching for, and of course guys, right now is the time for that people to participate in the private sale, like we call it, the second stage is the TGE event, token generation event, but you can make the best money, like the best profit when you buying this on the early stage, not from the market, but before coins hit the market, because like so many big funds, yeah, like the different like crypto funds which buying the startups, which buying different shares, like for the from the startups, they buying this by the cents, they're not buying from the market. And we have the really great benefits, to get it right now. We are buying this ourselves, guys, community is buying that, and of course that's a pretty awesome that it will be like maximum profit with the minimal investments, just like that. So like Brian, we're gonna provide for you guys today some really great information about the trading stuff, about our TGA went in the details, and we definitely can start it. Brian, if you're ready, you can take it away.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I'm just gonna go over some stuff today. I mean, one thing I do got to share, which is really cool, is David and I and another guy that he's working with, we have our merch stuff set up. So trying to get to it. So real quick, this is what we have right now. We are adding bro tanks because I like the bro tanks, because I'm on the beach.
Oh, that's so cool.
And we got sweatshirts for my buddy Aiden, which is in Canada, so it's always cold there. So we got him coffee cups and sweatshirts, and we got me bro tanks coming and t-shirts, and we'll be adding some more things on here too. So like anybody has ideas in our community, just drop it, in that merch topic in Telegram. But just some different things. We thought about putting different quotes on, with the TMX logo and all different things. So like there's a lot of stuff to come down the pipe here. So we're gonna have some cool stuff happening. But just thought that was cool just to start that off, that this is almost here. I think David said within 2 days we'll be able to start purchasing from there. I sent the link to my wife. She bought a sweatshirt already. I don't know how she did, but she did. So we'll see how that works. And then so guys, there's a big purchase today. I don't know if you saw that, but we are over 200,000 now. Let me go to it. We're over 200, not 200,000, 200 Ethereum, 200.97. That's awesome, right? And we saw crypto pumping today. It was pumping up and then it dropped down a little bit, but this is the start of the day right here with the candle dipping down, then dipping up, then dipping down, then came all the way up to almost, yeah, what do we get? 106.8, let's just call it that. And then now it's kind of come down and bouncing over. So, which is cool. It's staying above this 200-day moving average on the 5-minute chart, which I like. I follow that because most times when it breaks through that, it goes up. And when it breaks down from that, it goes down pretty far too. You can see where it broke down at 105,000 went all the way down to 103. So this time it kind of did a little fake out and came climbed back up. So we hope it stays up above that 200-day moving average because then everything kind of follows. But Ethereum has been holding really strong. You can see where Ethereum is just it's staying up there. I've kind of like took this and did a couple different things with it because I follow, Jake and I followed a couple other guys that talk about it. But this trend line right here, this is back in December 17th of 2024, where it was sitting up around 4,000. And you can see this just straight down this line, and then the breakout was down here around 18. So this 18 went up, and then the measured movement between that is right here. So if this breaks out, this is on the 4-hour chart, this breaks out, we're looking for Ethereum to go around 32. So, and it will go pretty quick when that happens. So it's been holding strong and it's been flagging out, which is like consolidating here. You can see this flag that I've made, but you can see it flags out and it pops up. Sometimes it might pop up, but if it closes up here, we get a good 4-hour candle close around 2,800, then you're kind of looking for this thing to go up to 32. So like Tim said, I mean, there's a lot of people joining. If you still haven't joined, get some Ethereum. And even if you're not going to use it for TMX, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but you can see that it's broke the trend line and it's on its way back up to all-time highs. We are in basically a bull run. So if you're looking to do anything, Ethereum Solid's #2 coin in the world. So yeah, good stuff there. Also, let's go, our page right here. We're in the TGE event, man. This is a public event. Right now, anything that you put in is going into this smart contract. We're not listed anywhere yet. You can't find us on DEX tools. You can't find us anywhere. Everything right now, it's like buying, like I was talking to Dave, it's like buying a stock before the stock even goes to the public to where anybody can buy it. You're here, it's because you either trust or love, or you're connected to somebody that maybe marketed this to you to, hey, like check out this opportunity. This is a very, very great opportunity. This isn't something small. This is a big deal what TMX exchange is doing. Not just the token, the exchange. It's like 30 something developers, hundreds of smart contracts, getting it audited by the #1 audit company in the world. Then we get that audit audited. You know what I mean? So we're just putting audits on audits, make sure everything is done right. And then we launch. We're not necessarily, but we take a week to move the funds from these smart contracts here, from the private smart contract, from the public smart contract, put it in the right spot, make sure everything works right. Then everybody gets to add the contract address right here to your wallets, and then you'll see your tokens in there. It's really cool how this is going to work. So guys, this is a really big project. This isn't something like, hey, we're just putting a trading thing together and you're going to make 1% per day off of someone new money paying old money. Like, no, this is nothing to do with trading, no AI. This is literally setting up an exchange. So that way, you and I and everybody that is invested in here with tokens, you put in Ethereum or you bought private sale, nobody's different. Like we might be, I guess, AKA co-founders of this, but really everybody here is a co-founder. Every one of us, we're all basically somewhat owners of this because as a community, as a decentralized exchange, there's a governance on this. So if you're owning tokens, you will have votes on changes to the exchange or anything that would be voted on as a community to make changes. So the more tokens you hold, the more say you get to have on that. That kind of works with, if you've ever been around nodes, and Tim knows and David knows that in nodes, NODES, you are basically buying a piece of that and you have a say in what happens with that brand or blockchain or what goes on with that node. It's kind of the same thing we have here. So in this TGA part, man, we've raised 200 Ethereum. This is cool. We still literally have a month. We have a month. And it's not because we're like delaying anything for a month. Let's just check this out. Let me show you this. Let's go into Telegram. Let's click on the top. We have 1,900 members. In the last 3 weeks, we went from 300 and something members to 1,900 members. Okay, that's huge. Also, we've been listed all over the place in different articles from Fox 8 to to basically what I use right here, TradingView. They wrote about us. We You can see it right here, actually. This is the article they wrote. So we have great marketing teams that are helping us get this out to everybody. They look over it, they check it out, make sure it's legit because they don't want to post anything that's not legit. And they like it, so they post it. So that's what's happening. Along with this is if we go to right here, there's our store. How cool is that? Besides weeks listing our token already, to be announced, listing TMX token. If we launch this token first, we get bam, listing goes out to everybody's X pages. They email everybody. Then the next thing will happen is we launch the exchange. Bam, that goes out all over social media. That goes out to everybody's emails as well. So pretty sweet, right? Now we're over 10,000 followers on our X page. Our goal was 5,000. Well, we talked to some other exchanges. They're like, hey, go get 10. We're like, sounds good. Going to get it. And we got 10. So YouTubers been posting this everywhere for us, doing videos for us. So we're getting a lot of followers. And also our community. Go and share the Twitter. Sorry, I love Twitter. I don't, X is just weird saying it, but go share the X page. So that way, hey, just tell your friends, hey, go get a like, go give a like to us, go like this for me. This is an exchange that I'm part of. You'll love the education that comes around it. So definitely get out there, share that. Besides that, I'm going to jump into, a little bit about what TMX exchange is. Not so much a token. This isn't like a token launch, but it's a chance to get a token that has massive utility before it even launches. If you could have told me, even, hey, you want to get some XRP at 5 cents before we launch this token, I would have been like, I don't know what it is. And then they tell me there's utility behind it. Heck yeah. So now learning what I've learned over the years is, does the token have any utility or is it just some kind of meme coin? Because the token don't have any utility behind it. It's like, well, what kind of community is behind it? Is there a ton of money behind it? Is there a lot of wallets? Is there one person owning everything? Well, here at TMX, there's only just a small percentage of the token that's going to be available to anybody. And that's from the private sale and the public sale. And the rest, you're going to have to earn from staking, trading, rewards, and a lot of different things. Down the road, more will be released. So what this is, our trade tribe, we created TMX. It's a trading perpetual futures decentralized exchange, basically. What that means is you can go into our exchange and you can trade and borrow money from the exchange, like leveraging your trade at a 5 or 10x or 20 or even 30x, which is it's risky to do that, but there are a lot of traders that are successful, and then there's a lot of traders that think they're successful. So if you've been watching any of the crypto news, and one James on here, he is great at posting that crypto news where like you'll see $200 million get liquidated in an hour when Bitcoin drops 5%. That's because people are over leveraged. And when that liquidations happen, all that money goes into the exchange. All those fees pay probably the exchange, unless they're on an exchange like this one that we're talking about right now, those fees pay us as liquidity providers and stakers, right? So you can see the passive income comes from staking your TMX tokens on this exchange. And then, along with just staking and earning 20% from the staking part in USDT, you can get 10 to 20x, if not 50 to 100x the token. So you'll be getting that 20% from the fees on what the amount you have in, which is great per literally almost daily. You'll get paid in USDT that you can withdraw or you can stack it up. Then you got the liquidity provision part. This is where you can just go add Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDT, probably even USDC on there too. Never, I don't know for sure which ones only, but right here, Ethereum and Bitcoin or stable coins. So yeah, USDC would probably be one. This is something where you're just adding your coins onto the exchange. Anytime you can take those away. So if you're sitting on, I got 100,000 in Bitcoin, I don't make anything from it. I just watch it in my trust wallet go up and down, up and down. You can add it on here and start making 50% of the fees from the trading fees daily. So over a year's time, that's looking between 200 to 500% from the liquidity pool. That's minimum, that's 15% a month you would make on what you put into this. So these are two phenomenal ways that you can earn from this. So staking your TMX tokens, staking into the liquidity part is going to earn you 70% of the fees from the exchange. That's when people do trades, lose or win trades, when they swap, when they sell, when they move it out, when they move it in, when they convert. Say you're in the exchange and you're like, I want to swap some USDT to some XRP. Well, they're going to pay $2. They're going to pay $1. It's just how it works. If you're going to do anything, it's costing us fees. That pays us as a community. So if you have your TMX token staked and you're making, dang, I'm making 150 bucks a day, whatever it is, 150, 200 one day, 100 next day, 400, you can take that and move it over to the liquidity part. So following Jake back in the day did this with GMX back in 2020, 2021. He put 10,000 into the token, kept earning, kept rolling that money into the liquidity part and was just earning and kind of rolling it in because honestly, you can compound it here and you can withdraw your total amount anytime you want. He turned 10K into, I believe, a pretty high six figure around 300K, 10K into 300K. I wouldn't believe it if I heard it, but now listening to him and understanding him and seeing what we can do here and seeing what other projects have done, GMX went from 90 cents to $91 in 2 years. That was in 2020 to 2022. We are in 2025. The amount of crypto holders is massive compared to back then. The amount of people that are understanding, like Tim was saying earlier, like, man, these centralized exchanges, they can just hold my money if they want to hold it. Well, now you have the ability to use a decentralized exchange that has there's no way that anything can hold your money. You click a button, it performs that action. It's just that's how it works. So that's how that works. If you're a trader and you're on here listening, we got DCA bots, grid bots. We have different ways, different incentives, rewards. Anything from using the exchange and trading on there, you'll get incentivized with some rewards. There'll be some cool games, challenges, a whole bunch of cool stuff. So, like I said, there's staking your token, there's adding to the liquidity provision, there's using the exchange as well. Some of the key benefits for me, which I kind of covered, is just no KYC. That's 100% private. It's only attached to your wallet. And literally talking about the crypto market from back in 2020, it was a 1 billion in this. 2023, it's 70 billion. Well, we're in 2025 now. It's probably over 125 to 150 billion at this point. So these decentralized exchanges, I'm in a lot of YouTube followers that I follow, traders. I get in their Discord. They're posting decentralized exchange images when they win a trade all the time. So they want that privacy. They want to control their funds. So that's one thing I really want to kind of explain to you guys is you will have control of your funds. Nobody else will. So coming into our TGE page, it's simple here. I don't have any Ethereum right now, but if I did, I would connect my wallet and I would see what I have right here and I would put some in. I would literally just put 0.05. That's the minimum to do. You can see it right down here and when it talks about it. Here's the minimum, 0.05 and click deposit and click confirm. And then bang, it goes right down here to your balance. Really cool, right? You just keep growing your balance. That is the goal here, which goes into the total pool. And we maxed it out at 45. And with the feedback we're getting from some teams that have been watching us and been with us for over a year now, you see that big deposit today. So you never know, there might be a lot more too. So I'm not saying rush out and do it as fast as you can, but these guys don't have to go buy crypto. They have it sitting in their wallet. They just have to click a couple buttons to do it, and then it's finished. Obviously that's really cool. At the same time as we want our community, we want everybody to get a piece of this action before someone takes it all up. So we're at 41% of that total progress pool. And then your balance, anything you put in, you'll be able to see like it doesn't necessarily say right here in your balance, but like your potential allocation. This is if nobody else adds any more Ethereum, that's how many tokens I'll get. But honestly, I want them to add more Ethereum because that just makes it stronger. The price go up, everything go up. It is fantastic. So now you go to your affiliate side, you can get an affiliate link. Just send us your wallet address, Ethereum wallet address, and you can refer people. I've referred 87 Ethereum. So I got a great bonus here. If I get 400, or sorry, if I get 4,000 tokens, let's just say, and the token goes to $10, you're telling me I just got an extra 40 grand from referring people to this, and it's only a 2% provision? Like, that's insane. I'll take that money all day long. I'll take that 40 grand, stake it. I'll take that 40 grand, sell it, put it into liquidity and get paid 15% on a minimum per month. Like, you're like, no way. I'm all about that. So I love sharing, especially when the project is real. If real people behind it, real audits, real platform. That's what this is all about. So guys, it's first come, first serve basis. Like I said, you never know who someone can just go in and drop a whole bunch of money. And I mean, you can see if you look at our Telegram, you come up, there's zero point 0.5 today, zero point 0.2, zero point 0.17, and then there was a little bit of a bigger one up here, I believe, 0.175, and then 32.96. Like, out of nowhere. Oh, I'm just going to put 32, almost 33 Ethereum in this. So you never know. First come, first serve basis. That's how this works. So timing is here. You got to take advantage of that. Don't sit around and be like, I'm going to do it the last day of the month. It might not be last day of the month, might be tomorrow. You never really know. So it's first come, first serve basis. The total supply that we have in this public part right now is just 2.5%. That's just 500,000 tokens. It's going to be so hard to get that. Imagine how hard it is to get it. People are going to want this token. They're going to have to get it from you selling it. That's the cool part about this. And Jake, I'll have Jake maybe talk more about that on Wednesday because he makes a little bit more sense than I do about it. But the supply is so hard to get, and I want people to understand that. That's one thing. It's not like we're just dumping 20 million tokens on the market at once. No, not at all. That means the value of this token is going to go up and up. That's why Jake drove to Munich, met with market makers, and they said, wow, you're literally looking for $100 coin really quick, huh? Like, yes, yes, we are. So, like I said, 485 is our max cap. Um, all TGE participants will acquire TMX at the same rate. Hey, babe. And the minimum deposit, 0.05 Ethereum. You got Arbitrum One network. That's the network we're on. If you're on MetaMask, you just click the drop down. You'll see at the top left, you can switch networks, go add that network, swap your token over there. If you're new, you need help doing it, work with one of us to do that. Now you come down and be a part of our Telegram, be a part of our Twitter. You get access to transparent distribution, great coaching, teaching, trading setups, market analysis. Like, you get the whole package here with our community and our top trader Jake as well. So our ecosystem is fantastic. And I'm not gonna go crazy and talk about ground floor level, but it doesn't really get any earlier than where we're at right now. So guys, this is how it works. This is our page right now. When this launches, you'll be a little late for the party, but at least you're still in the party. Like, there's people like, well, I'll wait till this thing goes completely public. That's fine. A lot of people on here, you got to understand, when this thing launches, we're getting launched on weeks. They do billions of dollars in trading volume a day. They see our token, they see what's behind our token. Our token can rise really quick. Our token hits $10. Maybe Brian or maybe Will or maybe Gary or Jerry has a spot trade in weeks selling it at $10. So when David's buddy says, man, I'll wait till it gets listed, and he goes in and buys it at $10, well, he's Jerry's exit liquidity. Literally, Jerry's just like, wow, I got that token at 50 cents on the private sale. I got this in the TGE event. I bought my Ethereum at 2,500. Now it's 3,500. So I got an extra 20% bonus there on top. So timing is everything, and we're here. That's what we have. So don't be exit liquidity, be liquidity now, and you'll be happy that you followed Jake. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I've never followed somebody that just keeps leading me to the right things, the right education around it. Jake is the backbone to this, and we keep following him and doing kind of like what he says and just paying attention. He dropped so many gold nuggets. He's working around the clock for this. Tim and David, we've only missed a Zoom here and there because we all have a bunch of kids and stuff pops up. And there's people here on these Zooms that are here every day as well. Jerry's on here. It's 1:30 in the morning his time. So people are really invested in this and they know that this is something special. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm really fired up every day. Seeing that 33 Ethereum this morning when I woke up, it was like, this is gonna be a great week, like this is awesome. So I'm excited.
Yeah, great, Brian. The great one, great presentation. So, like Dave, I also made you co-host in case if you want to say something. So I see that you joined a little bit late.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm out with the family running around, but I'm back now. But no, that was great, Brian. Every time you give the overview, it just go over like the recap of the week and what's happening, where we're at. But you're right though, on so many levels when it comes to Jake. And Jake has been calling some amazing things. Like for example, he told us buy Ethereum at $1,400. Some of us listened, some of us didn't, but the ones who bought at Ethereum at 1,400, look where it's at now. I think it's at 2,600. So you guys are in a great spot. You bought during the pre-sale at 50 cents. You're in the TGE, you're buying right now. We just had that big $86,000 whale buy, which was amazing. So right now we've raised already, TMX raised 500,000 Ethereum based on where Ethereum's at right now. But Brian gave a good analogy regarding, XRP. Imagine if you would have bought when it was during the pre-sale. Nobody knows what it is, nobody knows anything about it, but when you see the utility behind it, then it makes more sense. And then if you want to wait until TMX goes public, you might have missed the boat because here's the thing, guys. I was watching this interview with Jeff Bezos a long time ago, and they were asking him a question about, when he got started, was there ever a time that it was shaky, there was an unknown certainty? He said, yeah, he had to raise a certain amount of money. I think it was a couple million, and he went to family members, friends, and he was asking each of them for 25,000. Well, they took a chance, and just like everybody here with TMX, this is that same moment in time. Those people right now make billions. I'm not saying you put 25,000 in TMX, you're make billions, but you'll be pretty darn close to a million. The token reaches 10, $20. But you guys, it's exciting right now what's happening. There's so many possibilities, so many exciting things. Like Brian said, we're 41%, almost halfway there. And I really feel by the end of this month, we'll be, if not to 100, we'll be at 90%. The merch, 2 more days. We got shirts, sweaters, and for the German team, beer mugs. We got beer mugs coming. So first exchange will be on is weeks, and it's just an exciting time right now to be part of something ground floor where you hear stories about this all the time, and you only wish that you could be part of something as big as this. And I don't know if people understand how big this is, but in 60, 90 days, even 6 months from now, you're going to look back and say you're part of one of the biggest things in history where there's only 16 future exchanges. We'll be number 17. So that's all I want to say, and I'll send it back to you, Tim.
I got one more thing real quick, and I put this in the chat, guys. So like realistically, like other kind of DEXs, in the chat, Uniswap. Everybody uses Uniswap. I've heard of Uniswap. That token pre-sale, private sale at 30 cents, all-time high $45. Pancake Swap. I remember thought that was hilarious when I heard that back in the day. I'm like, what? Okay, but Pancake Swap private sale started at 20 cents and went to $44. DYDX, don't know about it, but wish I did. That started at 60 cents and went to $27. GMX, that's the one that we've literally kind of branded ourselves around, like not branded, but have the same kind of ideas. Their token 90 cents to $91. So talk about Pancake Swap from 20 cents to $44. That's a 220x. We're years ahead of where they were. We're going to grow so much faster. So just think about that. So think about like Amazon owner. He went to people he cares about. All those people are doing very well. So that's kind of what we did. I went to people that I care about, that I know that this is safe, and say, hey, this is a good spot to park some funds in. You'll thank me later. And then that's why we're here. So
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely. Yeah, thanks Brian, thanks Dave. Yeah guys, so like I just want to add that definitely, so many people they searching for the great coins to buy. Yeah, like always. And even maybe some of your friends also searching for that, like business partners, because obviously like we always just searching for some great potential coin which can like, hit some great result with which one we can make some profit, right? And even like some great profit is possible to make. And most of the guys they buying this from the market. Yeah, like we can buy of course BNB right now, we can buy XRP, which definitely should grow also. But like when you buying this on the private sale, so your results definitely gonna be much, much, much higher. So like don't wait too long because like I said, 30th of June, there's not going to be another extension. Yeah, like this is the one and only, and that's the best time to buy right now. So also tomorrow, guys, we're gonna have the webinar with Jake, so he'll gonna provide some more details and maybe even one more giveaway. So like tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. Thanks everyone, and of course, recording gonna be posted really soon. So thanks Brian, thanks Dave, and we'll see you guys.